pharmacy school worth it? In today's video, I actually take a longer segment of my podcast interview with Sagar, and we talk about, hey, who is pharmacy school for and who isn't it for? I think you'll find it really interesting because he provides a different perspective from me, and I hope it really helps you kind of figure out whether pharmacy is for you or not. Well, anyways, if you really like this episode, make sure to check out my full pharmacy podcast, Red Pill Pharmacy podcast. So check it out. Also check out the full episode of me and Sagar as well. I think that's how I say his name. Dude, I've been butchering his name all day. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy. Take care. Peace.
Some people, there might be students out there that don't know how that pharmacy could be a perfect fit for them. And then there's also students that might go into pharmacy when it's not a good fit for them. And then you end up regretting it. So I think me providing information and then answering their questions, I answer every single message I get. I try to give you the best answer that I can give, I'll give the most honest answer. Someone today messaged me and was like, hey, I'm not sure if I want to do pharmacy school because, it might be too hard, but I also never really thought about becoming a pharmacist, but I got accepted into the program, so should I do it? I told her, I think first do what you want to do. Just because you get into the program doesn't mean you have to do it.
Yeah, that's great advice. That's great advice right away.
A lot of people do that. It's a safe program. It's 6 years, but man, if you're not into it, that's a lot of years to waste on something that you just went because it was safe. So I think that's my biggest advice to anyone, especially for a career like pharmacy and even med school. You had to be passionate, and I think med school you had to be a little bit more passionate because that's a lot of your life you give up. And it's kind of hard to go other routes with med school, become a doctor, and then you get a specialty and you're a doctor. But with pharmacy, it's kind of cool because you could go into maybe the industry if you're into that, or a hospital if you're into that, or retail if you're into that. Yeah. But the only problem with pharmacy is that it's saturated. So you have to really differentiate yourself before anything else.
And I think the best way to not only differentiate yourself, and to find to see if it's for you or not, because what you want and what I want are going to be completely different, right?
Yeah.
And so I think one of the things that we were talking about earlier was the value of relationships. So if you are in that situation, one of the best things you can never do is take a look at what people are already doing now in pharmacy and reverse engineer that shit, rather than just what, I'm gonna go pharmacy school and figure it out. Hell no, that's first of all, a lot of debt, a lot of time, a lot of resources that you're spending. You should really, if you're really in the trying to figure it out, take a look at someone who's really happy in pharmacy, man, and just be like, hey, Brian Fung, he seems really happy about informatics. I don't know why, but he's really, really happy about informatics. I want to be an informatic pharmacist. Maybe you go through their LinkedIn and take a look at what kind of steps did they take. And guess what? If you like their shit, take the extra mile, reach out to them. Nothing it's not scary. Most people will not say no, especially if you're a student. Dude, that's the easiest.
It's so easy, man. It's almost scary how easy it is to contact anyone.
Yeah.
You go on LinkedIn, man. Even if you take I know there's a Gary Vee video on this, and I've practiced it. If you take 15 minutes out of your day and just message people and ask them a question about something you're interested in, one, they'll answer it because people like talking about themselves and answering questions.
Yeah.
And two, you don't have to pay money for it, so why are you wasting your time and not doing it? Just use your sources to your advantage, right? And just learn as much as you can. And I think that's why whenever someone messages me, I kind of like it because they're taking time out of their day to figure out, something for themselves.
Yeah, I'm always I always take that gratitude out of the day. I'm just fuck, dude. No one has to watch my videos, but they do anyways.
Yeah.
That's fucking great. But do you want to know a cool tactic that I use to get a hold of really, really high people?
Let me know. Yeah.
Well, now everybody else is going to
know. Now everyone else is going to know.
Did you guys like that interview? If you did, make sure to check out the full podcast right here or here. I can't remember where the cards are, but I'm waiting. Go check it out. All right.